Now it's live. Let's see if some people show up. This is my first live on Pete Moss page, my public figure page. We were just live on Monkey Boo's page. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, but we'll wait and see if we get a few people in here. Hopefully, there's somebody. We have one person watching, 2, 3, 4. We have 4, and one of them's in my house. Boo's in here. Look, Monkey Boo's watching. Boo's gonna get me in. Boo's gonna be mad at me. So wait a few minutes and see who all comes in from the other. If you guys want to share it, that's awesome. I'm gonna tell you guys a story, a true story. And at the same time, I'm juggling 3 monkeys while all this is going on, which will probably factor into the story somehow. Actually, having monkeys is a big reason that it's a big part of it, kind of small part of it. So I'm hanging out here. I got Kenny Benny here. Tina and I are just hanging out. The monkeys are all chilling and winding down. Monkeys! Okay, yeah, everybody going to bed? All right. Good night, Monkey Boo. Good night, Happy. Good night, Mila. All right, so, hey, we have 18 people watching. I am nervous as anything because Kenny and Tina said that I was shy earlier. I don't know where in the hell they got that I was shy. I'm not shy. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys a story. I hope everybody gets in here in time to catch it from the beginning. You have to go back and watch it all if you didn't. But I'm going to tell you a story about the day I seen Ron White. What a fucking day. Like, that's all I can say. What a day. All right, so let me before we get to that day, let me set the picture for you. We were, like the month before, I've been moving, having work done on the new house, back and forth. You know, guys, my monkeys have a lot of stuff. I literally had a storage building full of stuff to move. During that, I had first time ever, I actually had a real toothache. I had a tooth that cracked. It was throbbing the whole time. I was having to take, it's like 2 weeks. I finally, and then in the middle of it, I had to have the tooth pulled, had stitches. They'll come into play here in a minute. So it's been really rough. Well, you know, until we moved into the new house here, since I've been single, I've always left my bed on the floor, my box springs, because I have monkeys. And when the monkeys get loose and they're running around the house, you can't catch them. So if under the bed, if you're by yourself, you cannot catch a monkey. Their depth perception is amazing. You're not going to catch a monkey under the bed. It's not going to happen. So they couldn't go under bed. I would just, instead of having a bed frame, I would just set my bed. So I'm not used to walking around a headboard or a footboard of a bed. Not used to it at all. So I've spent a month. I literally had a pulled muscle in my back, a toothache that I had to have pulled, and I finally got to stay at the new house with the new bed set up, with the footboard. Like I said, not used to it. Hadn't had one of those in years. I don't know, like 5 days in a row, I stumped at least one of my toes. A couple of days I did the same toe twice in one day. Now this is relevant because it all factors in later on into when I seen Ron White. So like I said, the last month has been pretty rough. So the day I was going to get to go see Ron White was literally a day off. My uncle, he done some of the painting for me, and he was saying he was going to come over early that morning and touch up something. I was like, no. I was like, we're taking a day off. My mom's coming over. She's going to sit with the monkeys and hang out. And we got the whole weekend. We're going to the casino. We're going to see Ron White. I got us all front row seats. We're going to have a great time. This is going to be fun. So he's like, sweet. I was like, it's on me. I was like, we're going. Tina's birthday. We're going to have a great time. So, so the night before the Ron White show, once again, I stumped my toe. Pretty fucking hard. It hurt. Like, Like because I'm not used to it, Kenny. I don't know why I kept doing it. Okay, just sometimes, you know, what is the definition of insanity? You know, doing to say kicking that bedpost and thinking I was going to get a different outcome. So, like right now, until I get used to it, we've got big towels wrapped around it. So until I get used to walking around, so I don't break my freaking toe. All right, so like I said, the night before, my mom was coming over early next morning because we were going to leave early in the day so we could go up. I don't know, maybe play a little blackjack, play some poker or slots, you know, have some casino fun, then go to the show so it wouldn't be so late when we come back. All right, so like I said, on my way to bed that night, stumped the shit out of my toe. Like, I'm talking chrome gnats were flying around in the dark. I stumped my toe so bad, it hurt. I was pretty sure it was broken. Next morning, I get up, and because I feel my toe when I on that side, onto my left foot that I'd hit on the way to bed, when I got up that morning, oh gosh, this is when the day from hell begins. The day I saw Ron White. All right. So I get up, and because like I said, I slammed my toe like crazy the night before, I purposely scooted around, and I don't know, I woke up, I probably went and pissed, washed my face, whatever, woke up, realized I had left my phone on the nightstand. Went to walk the same direction I was going to bed early in that morning. Booyah! Oh yeah, same toe. Bent that bitch back. My top of my, like I hit it and I looked down like, ah! And my toe was looking at me like, are you kidding me? Again, you dumbass. So that's when we decided to put the towels around because I was literally gonna like really hurt my foot. Yeah, it sucks. So I've got an achy ass toe. I've got stitches in my mouth from having the tooth pulled. Though, like literally, this was on Friday. On Monday, I had a tooth pulled. 3 like stitches, and I'm pretty sure these stitches were supposed to be dissolved right now. I'm pretty sure I used like 50 test fishing line because like we had one of them come loose, had to cut it out with scissors, so it was dramatic. But so that was how I started my morning. So I made it through my shower safely, got dressed. Tina actually went upstairs. First time we've used one of the upstairs showers. Luckily, I come walking into the living room. It's on this phone. I will show you the video, and I heard a noise, and I happened to look over. Fucking ceiling's opened up, and there's water pouring. I'm like, what are you doing up there? Taking a shower. I was like, turn that shit off. So, yeah, our new house, it's gonna be taken care of. But, yeah, so there's freaking water pouring out of my ceiling. My mom and dad are on the way here. I'm trying to get everything organized with the monkeys. And this is the day I went to see Ron White. This day gets better. But yeah, my freaking ceiling has opened up and there's water coming out of it. You know, like, do I grab a pot? Like, first thing I did was grab like a small towel. I don't know what I was thinking because that water was coming through there. So she got the water turned off. It stopped coming through. Got it dried up. You know, called the guy who did the home inspection and basically called his mama a whore. Everything but. And I don't know, maybe I did that too. I'm not sure. But he just did a crap ass job on the inspection. That's real talk. That's not being funny. That's serious. Like, that dude fucked this inspection up real bad. I'd love to name drop him. So we get the mess cleaned up out of the floor. We know where it's coming from. Hey, don't use that shower. Use the one down here. Don't mess with either bathroom upstairs till I get home and check it out. So my ceiling's opened up. All right. Did anything happen before in between that and the near-death incident? All right, so we get away from the house. Oh, we leave the house, and like I said, we were leaving early so we could play cards, you know, do whatever we want to do at the casino, have some casino fun before the show, not be so late coming back. It's, you know, it's a couple-hour ride. I don't know, like some of the worst traffic I've ever been in. It was like Atlanta and LA combined on a South Carolina interstate. It was really jacked up. So we were running about 2 hours later than we should have anyway. So we were on a road, Interstate 40, that runs through the Great Smoky Mountains. It actually runs all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina, I'm pretty sure, to San Diego, just north of San Diego, all the way across the country. Interstate 40. Well, we were on Interstate 40 in the mountains. And actually, I wasn't driving, but we were in Boo's truck. And I was actually posting a reel, I'm pretty sure. I was doing something on my phone. I wasn't looking. But I felt a little bump. Boom, boom. What the hell was that? He hit us. What? So I look over. There's a freaking like a oil tanker truck. I don't know if it was hauling grain or gas or.
It was concrete.
No, was it? It was some kind. It was a big ass truck. Big truck. Multiple axles. All right. So and we're in the mountains, and the rules are the big trucks. It says trucks. Their maximum speed is like 35. They're allowed to do. We were definitely going over 35, and they're supposed to be in the far right lane, not neither one of the two, the middle lane or the passing lane, the fast lane. They're supposed to be in the far right lane because they got the places like if they're going downhill and their brakes fail, they can run off and stuff. So we bump, and I feel it really wasn't that bad of a bump, and I didn't even think about it. And so the guy pulls over, the truck pulls over, we pull over, because I was like, what was that? And she's like, he bumped us, we hit him, or whatever was said. And I'm like, okay, no big deal. Didn't even look at it. So we pull over on the side of the interstate. Traffic is heavy. It's not raining then, but it's been raining, so we got that nice, slick, wet road. Just a little slippery, just enough to really make you think about it. So the guy gets out. We start talking, and I go around, but because of traffic, and I'm just kind of looking at the driver's side, backside of my truck, and I realize, holy shit, we were just in some serious traffic, doing probably 55, and this guy's in a lane that he's not supposed to be in a big ass truck, and he's doing 55, which is 20 miles per hour over the speed limit he's supposed to be doing anyway. And and I looked at how we bumped, and we've seen on a NASCAR when our cars are going, you just catch them on the tail, like, man, it could have spun us around in that traffic so easily. Like, honestly, we probably 6 more inches forward, if that little collision would have happened, like, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now. It was, and so it was a little bit of damage to the truck, very minor. Honestly, when I seen that and I looked at the traffic, and I seen my truck, and I was like, holy shit, we could have got spun out right there, and all this traffic going that fast, that would have been bad. There's a wall, and there's the barrier wall on this side, and there's a fucking mountain of rock on this side. Like and cars coming, it's not going to end good. And even though we're sitting up high on my truck, it could have rolled. So I was just like, woo! I was like, wow. Didn't care about the truck. So the guy said, you guys came over on me. I got it on camera, and I was like, man, I didn't see what happened. I don't know. And so I'm standing there, and I've ridden on this road 100 times. 100 times been through there. And 1,000 times probably I've driven through there. The trucks are supposed to be in their far right lane, and I hadn't thought about that, but I got to looking at the traffic, and I'm looking at that truck, and that's when it hit me, and I was like, hey man, I said, you're not even supposed to be in that lane. You're supposed to be in the right lane. He goes, yeah, I've been trying to get over for a couple miles, but I hadn't been able to. And I'm thinking, bro, we just bumped on the interstate, and within like a quarter mile, you're all the way in the far right emergency lane, but you couldn't get over for 3 fucking miles. So me and him are going back and forth. My uncle's back there. He's with us, and he's going, get him, because he really thought that I was fixing to just smack the shit out of this dude on the side of the road. It was like I wasn't going to. It's not worth all that. I'm not like that, but he could tell because we went up, and now this truck, like you've seen Big Black. That's what I call Boo's truck. You guys have seen it. It's a pretty Ford F-150. It's factory edition, like very, very nice truck. It's all hooked up. Well, the truck, but it has a plastic bumper cover. It's plastic. If the same as the front bumper. If you was to hit a deer or something like that, it looked like you run into a brick wall. They just don't stand up to contact very well. Well, this guy was trying to say that the big steel bumper on the front of that truck, that we bent his bumper. And I'm like, bruh, we would have done a full 360, 720, 1040 until somebody smacked. We'd have been spinning it until somebody hit us and stopped us like a stopwatch. I said, you're crazy. So it got pretty heated over that. He was insisting that we bent his bumper. And I'm looking at that bumper and I'm kind of looking at the other side. And I'm like, they're bent the exact same way. He goes, yeah, they've been hit on both sides. And I was like, so it's just a coincidence that this side of the bumper on this steel bumper got hit and this side got hit, and they're like factory. You have factory dents on each side. I said, that's really cool. I said, there's no black paint on your thing. I said, you clearly bumped into us. I said, I don't care what your camera shows. I said, it probably shows. And so I've talked to the company. But so anyway, so he didn't want to call the police out there. We wanted to get on to the show. There wasn't that much damage. Nobody was hurt. I knew he was at fault. I knew he shouldn't have been in that lane. He admitted that. If he's got it on video, it would show that. So I really wasn't sweating it. And he's like, if the police come, they're going to write me a ticket. I'm going to lose my job. And I was like, dude, I don't want you to lose your job, but you need to stay in the right lane. You could have fucking killed us. I was like, damn, man, we're just on our way to watch a show. So, and what was really bad, and this part is not really that funny, but literally, we were 7 miles from our exit. When we got off our exit and got onto this other semi kind of highway, there was a wreck that looked like a very similar situation, and the people that were in that vehicle there's no way they made it. And that made it even more surreal. Like, I was kind of like for real, like all the way through the show, I was like, holy shit, that was a close call. That was like we flirted with death, for real. Like we were right at the edge. It was very, very, very intense. All right, so that happens and that slows us down, and I took over driving from there. No more wrecks. So we get to the show, and man, it's a 2-hour ride. I don't know how long we spent on the side of the road. I noticed 2 different state troopers rode by and didn't even stop. Thanks, state troopers. But I don't know, when did we get there? About 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock? It was like a couple hours before the show. So what's usually a maybe 2 hour and 20 minute ride, I don't know, I think it took like 5 hours between the traffic and the near-death experience. And let me remind you, the whole time, I got a toe on my left foot that's still hurting. It ain't stopped. And my mouth is still fairly sore from having the tooth pulled. I'm not having a good day. My mouth's been hurting for all week since I had a tooth pulled 2 weeks before. I've been moving, I had hurt back. This dude's wanting to argue with me on the side of the road. And I kept telling him, like, bro, I ain't had a good month. You need to shut the fuck up. I don't want to argue with you. I want your info. I want pictures of your driver's license. I want this, I want that. I want your info. I took pictures of your phone number and stuff on your truck, and I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. I'm going to my show. I'm trying to have a day off and relax. And everything from stump my toe to having Noah's Ark. I need Noah's Ark in my kitchen. Like, it's been a really messed up day so far. I just want to get to the show. All right. So we make it to the casino, go in. Like I said, we only got like an hour or so to play. Shouldn't have played. You know, when the day's going like that, you don't go walk up to the blackjack table. So blackjack dealer did me like Clark Griswold got done in Vegas Vacation. It wasn't terrible. Like, I know when to say when, but he wasn't getting beat. It wasn't one of those nights where I go to the cage and like run that through the machine twice. I like the way that sounds. It wasn't one of those moments for sure. So that was kind of aggravating. And my uncle had lost some money. Not a month. He just plays like slots and stuff. But so I could tell he was kind of bummed out. He probably lost like $100, and he was like, he was kind of bummed and pissed off about it. So we go into the show. Like I said, we're sitting front row. I did a live from where we were sitting, and you know, like, these tickets were not cheap. I'm not gonna say how much they were, but they weren't cheap. 3 front row seats for Ron White. Like, literally, when we sit down, Tina and Jimmy were like, damn, like, these are some good seats. I was like, told you I was gonna put you right in front of him. So this guy who is, we're just gonna say he's like the top of the chain crystal meth dealer. That's what he looked like to me. Like, real scuzzy looking dude. He carries 2 beers and he sits them down, and there's 2 girls And I ain't really paying attention to the seating. All I know is I got 3 seats. So the 2 girls sit down, and the reason I say that he had to be like he's some kind of dope man at the trailer park because he looked like a trailer park person. And I ain't got my grandparents lived in a trailer park. I'm not dogging that out. I'm just painting a picture here. He was a rough looking dude, a very rough looking guy. He wasn't dressed like he was going to a show or anything like that. And he had 2, I don't know if they were hookers or strippers or both, but these girls were clearly like girls of the night, we'll call them, clearly. So he left them sitting there. He disappeared. Didn't think nothing about it. I was like, wow. I was like, the trailer park dude getting hooked up now because he bought these 2 girls tickets. Well, the lights go down and the show starts. And here comes old Scuzzy back in. And this cheap ass only bought 2 seats. And one of the girls' ass is real big. Like, she wasn't like a big girl. She just had a real big ass.
How'd she get in there?
They must have switched their phone because you have to to get down where you was at. You had to, that's a good point. You had to show where you had to, they just didn't let anybody go down to the, right in front of the stage. So somehow they tricked the people up there and did that. And I wanted to say something, but man, it really wasn't going to be worth the trouble. I'd already had a crappy enough day. So the show, we're sitting there, the show's about to start. And this was one of the coolest things that happened. It was pretty funny. The old man and everybody in the damn place has got their phone out. And I was live on Facebook right after I got done. I don't know, it might have been while I was live. The old dude pokes me on my shoulder. This old man, I'm like, yeah? He's like, I don't think you could do flash photography when he's on stage. And I'm like, man, what are you talking about, dude? I'm like, flash photography, just like 1940. Like, I was like, I'm live on Facebook. I was like, I got fans too, believe it or not. And he's like, what? I said, yeah. I said, I might have more followers than Ron White. You don't know. I said, leave me alone. All right, so I went back. I think I was live. I went back, finished my live. The show was getting ready to start. Next thing I know, my man's tapping me on the shoulder again. I'm like, what? I'm having a really shitty day, man. What? Well, he was like, my buddy said, he said, my buddy here, his wife watches you and your monkeys on Facebook and YouTube. And I was like, I tried to tell you, old man. I was like I have a following too. So the lights go down and the show starts. And that's when I realized that the rednecks next to me had brought, well, the guy and the girl, the other guy and girl, they were skinny. Like, methamphetamines is bad, okay? Like, I'm just going to say, like, that stuff's bad for you. Like, they had no problem sitting in one seat, one and a quarter. But the girl that they brought with them, that 3/4 seat wasn't getting it done. So the other section of her ass ended up in my seat. And, I didn't want to tell, I took them to the show to have a good time. I wasn't like, hey, y'all need to slide down. So I watched the first comedian. He come out, and I don't even remember his name, but just the shit that I was sitting there looking at and the stuff that was going on around me, I wanted to tell him, hey, man, how much longer are you supposed to be up here? Give me that microphone. Go backstage. Do what you got to do. What, 14 more minutes? I got you, bro. Just going back. Like, and I was just going to tell everybody what was going on here. Like, do you know that the rednecks down here bought 2 seats and paid all this damn money, and I'm about to sit on a fucking bar for the next 2.5 hours while this show goes on? Yeah, so I did. I sat like the right side of my ass cheek that was pretty sore for most of the night. Yeah, I sat on it. Like I said, I could have went and got somebody. It would have just caused a scene. I didn't want the attention. I got a big shirt that said, bright orange shirt that says Monkey Boo on it in big letters. And man, I tolerated it, but I was really aggravated. So we go back out. The show was pretty good. I don't drink, I have my fun. I don't really do drugs, but some things I don't consider a drug. We'll just leave it at that. But I don't drink. So Ron White was pretty funny. He was really funny, but he wasn't as funny as I've seen before. What he had put together wasn't the funniest material. The guy that opened for him, like, man, like, I'm trying to think who. He wasn't funny. Like, he was a high school teacher that was a comedian. He even said he was a high school teacher. I forgot what he taught, but he really wasn't funny. Like, the whole time I wanted to go, bro, how much time you got? Let me get that mic. Let me get that mic. I'm right here. I can jump up there. I can jump up there from here, even with my hurt toe. I'll just tell him about my hurt toe, and it's gonna be funnier than you. The guy he just wasn't all that entertaining. Like I said, Ron White's show was really funny, even though I was sitting on the bar section of my seat with my ass. That kind of sucked, but maybe that played into it. My tooth was where I'd had that tooth pulled. Like, my mouth got really dry for some reason during the show. I don't know why I got so dry mouth, but like, it felt like I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a dry socket. I wasn't having a good time.
Dehydrated.
So, no, I wasn't dehydrated. I had cotton mouth. But anyway, I was, it wasn't a fun time. And then what really bugged me about it, because I don't drink, instead of closing the show with some banger joke, something to leave everybody laughing, that's the funniest shit I've ever heard. Man, he spent the last 5 minutes like promoting his tequila, and that's cool. I understand, like, he's marketing his brand and pushing his stuff. Yeah, he was like, and he never, like, one time he took a little sip of it, and I'm telling you, man, I know what fucking Lipton looks like when I see it. There wasn't no tequila in that glass. That was Lipton tea. There was a glass of Lipton tea in a little bar glass, and because usually during a Ron White show, 15 minutes in, he stops and takes a big drink, and all the people that drink are in the crowd like, you drinking? Yeah. He finally did it like, about 10, 15 minutes towards right before he closed his set. He did it, but he took like a little sip, and I'm like, and he didn't even like, and I know he's a drinker, he can do that, but bro, like I said, I know what Lipton looks like when I see it. I'm a tea connoisseur. I have a cabinet full of tea I can show you. So he spent the last 5 minutes pitching this tequila. I don't remember what the fuck he said about it. I really don't, because it was tequila. Like, all tequila tastes bad. There's no like some people, like, I know The Rock has a brand of tequila. Like, I don't know what the deal is why everybody makes tequila, but tequila tastes terrible. And like, have you ever heard of a real good positive story that come out of a night of drinking or a day of drinking tequila? If there's a positive story about drinking tequila, please tell me about it, because I ain't never heard nothing but bad stuff about that tequila. It's bad for you. Bad stuff. So, like I said, so we were kind of, went back out, played a little more blackjack, got treated like Griswold a little more. Finally was like, man, screw you guys. I'm going to try to make it home. I don't even know if I'm going to make it home. I'm just going to try. But the night did it, and my uncle was still kind of sour-faced because he had lost a little bit more money. And we stopped. We were waiting on Tina. I don't know where she had wandered off to. Probably chasing her money too. But so we stopped, and he was like, he plays slots, and I don't really know how to play slots that well, but and put the money in and hit spin, max bet, that so you can win the most. Well, he was playing that, and he's like, hey, I was looking at this other machine to see if I could figure out if I wanted to play it. He's like, hey, check this out. And I went over and I looked at, and I could see the credits that it was counting up to, and I'm like, damn, you just freaking won $2,200. And he's like, for real? And he didn't even know. And I was like, yeah. I was like, look, right there, $2,198. I was like, that's. And I said, look, the call attendant light just came on. You got to call him over there. So he was he was all of a sudden, he was happy again. Of course, now, when you go to the casino, I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas, even the Harrah's Cherokee Casino, where from the parking deck to the event center, yeah, that's a long-ass walk. My toe's still hurting. Through the whole thing, my toe never stopped hurting.
Or your mouth.
Yeah, my mouth was sore the whole time, too. So, well, while the attendant comes over and gets my uncle's information, says, hey, congratulations, I'll be right back with your money. Damn, if he didn't turn around and win another $500, which to him, that's like really winning at the casino. So he was all of a sudden, he's in a good mood. He's like, oh, here's a couple hundred. Thanks for taking me to the show. I'm like, all right, man, like, keep the money. But so he was in a good mood.
I tell you what.
And we made it home safely. I drove home. I'm pretty sure I did. I drove through the dangerous areas at least. For sure. Yeah, no, I did. I did drive. I drove us. That's right. I did. Pass. I remember now. So I drove home. Been a really rough day, and I was like, man, because this was like Saturday. I had to be back at it with the moving stuff, but this Friday it was our day off. We were going to take the whole day off. We were going to go have some fun. We were going to go to the show, have a good time, and come home. My mom, like I said, my mom and dad sit here with the monkeys. Everything went smooth here. They had a good time. They swam, hung out in the pool. They love coming over and babysitting. Easy to get a monkey babysitter now, that's for sure. So sit down and reflected on what a crazy day. How the show was shitty because I had to sit on the bar, and what a scummy thing that was that people did, buying 2 seats and bringing 3 people in there, and one of the girls' ass being big as all outdoors. I reflected on almost dying on the interstate, because we were on the interstate. It's 55 for all the other cars, 35 for the trucks. This dude's in a lady ain't supposed to be in. Like, we really could have spun. Reflected on the cold-hearted blackjack dealers I dealt with that day. And my toe hurting all day and my mouth hurting. So I come in, took a couple ibuprofen, got me a Coke, was really thirsty when I got home. Got me sit here, was reflecting on the day. Was like, you know what? Got to be back at it on the moving and the stuff with the house tomorrow. I'm going to take my ass to bed. You know what I did? I bumped my fucking toe on the way to bed that night. That was how it all ended. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of pissed off at Ron White. I felt like if he wouldn't have done that show, I would have damn near got killed. I wouldn't even have been at the casino that night. I wouldn't have lost any money. I didn't lose a lot. I'm not crazy like that, but I wouldn't have been getting up when I did. There's a good chance I don't stump my toe. His security and his people that are supposed to be watching the front row absolutely suck, because you got 3 people sitting in 2 seats. I blame Ron White. It was that kind of day, so yeah, we're just going to blame it on Ron White. No, actually it wasn't. No, those tickets were expensive. No, it wasn't worth it. Everything I went through, and the same toe on my left foot, Kenny, my second toe, 3 times within a 24-hour span. I jammed that bitch on the. I don't know. Boo's cage, when I go in and leash him up, when I come out of it, it's actually only about shoulder high, so I have to duck. Boo's had that red cage for 3 or 4 years now, and I've probably bumped my head 100 times over the year. Like, I don't know, I've walked in and out of it 1,000 times, but probably 100 times I've bumped my head. Boo's never bumped his. And every time I bump my head, Boo looks at me like, bruh, didn't you know you should duck? Like, he really looks at me like, why do you hit your head on that? Does that hurt? You do it a lot. It must not.
You say you met Richard Seymour.
Yeah, well, I met Richard Seymour.
That's a positive.
Yeah, I met him this past weekend. Like I said, I was up playing in the World Series of Poker circuit event this weekend, and Richard Seymour from the Patriots was there. That was really cool to meet him. He knew who Monkey Boo was. That was really cool. But yeah, so that's the day I went to see Ron White. Not the funniest story ever, but yeah, that was just. And what really made me so mad, besides stumping my toe, besides the ceiling falling out with water, besides the near fatal car crash, sitting on the bar, like all the stuff the traffic, a 2.5 hour trip taking 5.5 hours, the side of the road, argue with the guy over what a bumper can do to another bumper, all that crap. It just, no, it wasn't worth it.
Stay home next time.
I should have stayed home. I'll go and try it again though. It's like, if you don't succeed the first time, you got to go back and do it again.
We had some good time. Some bad time.
We really do have towels on the bed.
I had the stage at his show, and We had to watch the front rows. Yeah, what you mean? So did you see his current tour? It's pretty good, but it's not that not that great. So this is pretty cool. So you guys got to hang out. Like now we can hang out and chat for a little bit before it's 12:30. It's late. But yeah, that was the day I went to see Ron White. I blame most of it on Ron. He needs to let me open for him. That's a good way to pay me back. Ron. My toe still hurts, Kenny.
Does he live in Florida still?
I think he lives in Austin, Texas. Down there with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan got everybody to move there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll leave this. It'll be a video that you guys can watch. Share it with your friends. Maybe Ron White will see it one day. I don't post a lot on this page. We're just starting to. Go check out the other videos. Those are actually some old skits that I did. Pranking the bill collector. And then a flea market video we done. Just me having some fun with some people at the flea market. What's that?
What kind of people?
Kenny, I can't see them. Kenny just asked me what kind of people's in here. I
know, but
I mean, I recognize some of the names. I see Linda and Teresa. I think Teresa is laughing at me stumping my toe.
Yeah.
It's not really that funny. It was funny, like, okay, the first time, haha, it might have been a little bit funny. Not really to me, but.
Funny you keep doing it.
Yeah. No, what's funny is I've literally got towels wrapped around. There's towels wrapped around my shit so I don't bump my toe until I get used to it. I've went like 4 or 5 days without doing it.
Yeah.
But there's also a towel there to remind me.
You get one of them yellow coats.
Something to remind me.
Yellow coat, orange coat.
Yeah.
Like, and you guys may not realize this, but like you know, most of you watch me in Monkey Boo videos, and I don't know if there is anybody here that used to watch my old comedy stuff that I did. So, when I bump my toe first thing in the morning or on the way to bed, yeah, like I let the cuss words fly. Like I'm pretty foul mouthed. Like I'm mad. Like I could let them go, but my toe was hurting. But yeah, so if you have an issue with stumping your toe and stuff, wrap a towel around it. It'll break you of it. Like I feel like a dog, like I've been peeing on the bedpost or something, and, like you're doing something to keep me from. Like there's towels around the bed. Like, you know, I filed a motion to just drop the mattress back to the floor.
He did.
The problem fucking solved. Like I have to never worry about stuffing my toe
You just
again.
used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I've lived like that for years, and now I got a jacked up toe. Kitty, would you let's pop my? I want you to pop my toe live on video. Pull it, and pop it. No, it's sore. You're not pulling my toe. It might be broke. I broke that toe when I was like 12,
I got a puppy in
and I think I reheard it where I broke it. Like the bone was sticking out of the bottom of it when I was a kid when I broke it. It hurt really bad. Yeah, it sucked.
How'd you do it back in?
The motorcycle, I had flip flop. No, I was barefooted, and we were putting our motorcycle trailer. We were hooking it to the back of the truck, and my buddy was driving a car. Neither one of us was old enough to drive, but he just had to pull it up a little bit. I was like, pull up about 1 inch, and he pulled up like 2 inches, and the round part of the trailer that goes over the ball, it dropped, and that round part hit my toe, and it made my toe go. It point. I was like, ow. Yeah, it hurt pretty bad. But I was able to, like, as bad as it hurt, I was only like 11 or 12 years old. I just kind of reached down and I just kind of like snapped it back over. And then I realized, I was like, damn, it's bleeding. And I went in, my mom looked at it, and it swelled up a little bit, but I never went to the doctor or anything. I think I snapped it. But, like, it hurt for a while, but it wasn't nothing. I was able to walk and stuff, but yeah, it really freaking hurt. But whatever, when I've hit this thing, I've stumped my toe there. It's definitely, I've re-injured that toe. We're talking an injury from I'm 30, so that was 18 years ago. We're talking like an injury from 18 years ago.
You mean 30 years ago.
Kenny, they wasn't a smoking section in my high school. Be honest. Is there anybody sitting here? There's 37 people in here. Did anybody? Well, there's 36 people in Monkey Boot. Did anybody have a smoking section in their high school? Tell the truth. Did you have a smoking section in your high school?
If I had back in, you had one.
Wait a minute. Holy crap, this sounds bad. The foot doctor had to burn the nerve in my toe.
Oh,
Your foot doctor's a freaking sadist.
wow.
Because of, what did I say?
Keep it.
Neuropathy set in?
Oh, he got nerve there.
Okay. Kenny knows what the pain never went away. Pray that don't happen to your toe. Me too. Make sure you pray really hard on that for me tonight, Rose. Thank you. I don't want that. Like, I don't want bumping my toe to turn into neuropathy. Because I'm probably not even saying it right. I'm going to call the doctor and be like, I think I've got that neuropathy.
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 Okay.
Don't ever correct me on lie. I'm
I'm just saying.
I got that neuropathy, doc. Help me.
I think more people had smoking areas than.
I'm not cussing up a storm. Somebody said I'm cussing up a storm. I'm not doing that. So, but I did tell everybody, if you come over, when you watch these videos here, you're sometimes like, yeah, I'm not cussing to be cool. Just, I'm more of myself on this. I'm myself on Boo's page. It's like, but you know, it's kind of like you got certain family hang around that you'll do things and you'll act a certain way. Then you got other family, you know, that you won't act like that around. Or so, like, not that it's a bad thing, but you know, like if you happen to smoke weed, if you got family members that don't smoke, you may not smoke it. You may not smoke around them out of respect. Kitty thought that was hilarious for some reason. Kitty does pot and all that stuff.
Right.
Kitty smokes pot, guys. I'm just telling you, Kitty does. I know that he does. I know that he does. I know that he does. Kenny does wild things.
You like Bill Clinton?
Maybe what if I am?
You know, in hell.
Oh,
Okay, first off, I'm not like Bill Clinton.
because he
Bill
had
Clinton.
sex
Bill
with that
Clinton.
woman.
Bill Clinton is. Hold on a minute. I don't care that Bill Clinton had sex with that woman. Have you seen his wife? Did you see her back then? I ain't got a problem. They ain't none of my business. That's their marriage. None of my business. My problem with Bill Clinton, and I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings because looks is in the eyes of the beholder. But as an American man, our president, and at the time we ain't got like Grandpa Joe or Heavyset Trump. We got Slick Willie, Bill Clinton, GQ, Mr. You know, been banging girls since he was a mayor or whatever. Before he was probably governor, he was like whatever attorney or whatever he was doing on his way to being governor of Arkansas. He got some along the way. We know he did, Slick Willie. So he decides he needs some head one day. He's like, I got to get some head. And my problem I didn't care that he lied. His wife was standing there. I expected him to lie. If he was lying, I'm like, I don't have a problem with that. Didn't have a problem that he's like, man, I didn't have sexual relations with that woman. God damn it, y'all gotta believe me. My wife's standing here. I didn't have a problem with that. That was not what bothered me. What bothered me most about that was my man is the leader of the free world. That's the president of the United States. And he wants to step out. If he wants to step out on his wife, like I said, that's between him and his wife and whoever he steps out with. But of all the people in the world, he picks fucking Monica Lewinsky? Really?
Yeah.
I thought he's the leader of the free world. He wouldn't I was old enough. I was working. I made good money during the Clinton years. I made money during the Clinton years. Like if the dude needs some head, like why did you get like Jenna Jameson or that girl that Trump was doing? What was her name? Stormy Daniels, somebody like that. Why would we get a professional down there to blow the president? Why would it have to be somebody like You know, like Monica Lewinsky, really? Like, I was embarrassed as an American man because I think there was rich, like oil tycoons and people in other countries are going, I would not let that bitch clean my house. But I have to admit, she did blow the president. She blew Bill Clinton. I would let Monica blow me. Even if she's blown up or anything, I would let Monica blow me just so she could say, I like doing it better than I did for Bill Clinton. Like, I would just to see. I got to outdo. Yeah, but that's not saying much. But I would let Monica Lewinsky do that. I would, just so I could hear, like, it's more fun than Bill. That's just me. that's the monkey booze dag that you guys don't know. Like, yeah, I would let Monica Lewinsky blow me. I really would. Just to say I did it.
I like Hillary.
Really? You pulled you.
She's the first lady. How many other people can say it? Yeah, how many other people can say it and get laid by the first lady?
What? Melania didn't ever cross your mind if you're going
to... Melania,
No, you said Hillary. He said he wants to do a first lady. He said Hillary.
I forgot about Melania.
What about Jackie Onassis?
Jackie, best one.
I don't know who's hotter, Jackie Onassis or Melania Trump.
She had more class.
They're totally different.
No,
they're both classy, but I mean,
no, Melania ain't classy.
What?
She ain't got no class at all.
Oh,
Not
I
compared
don't
to Jackie.
agree.
Jackie O's.
See, I wasn't born yet.
I wasn't you.
I wasn't around then. I've just seen pictures. It's disgusting that our president did that. It is, but like I said, I'm not judging him. Like, people, that's a thing that humans do. I'm not mad at him for doing that. I'm not mad at him for cheating on his wife. I'm really not. None of my business, not my marriage. It had no bearing on my life whatsoever, other than the news I had to watch.
One person, I can't remember the name, his cousin was the first lady. They weren't married, of course, but she operated as the first lady. They weren't really married. I can't remember which one it is way back.
He had his cousin as the first lady?
But it was like, not first lady.
Man, you know that's back when there was weird stuff that went on back then.
So ain't that bad.
Yeah, I think Melania is hotter than Jackie Onassis. I think.
She had more.
You don't know what she had. She could have been strung out on dope for all you know.
She's sexier, but Jackie Onassis is more classier.
She had all.
Well, if you're going into the bedroom, do you want classy or sexy? Huh? Even ladies, even with your man, do you want a classy man or a sexy man going in the bedroom? Once the door closes. Billy Ray said that Laura Bush was hot in the bed. No, she wasn't. She might have been hot from her hair or something like her whatever. Her freaking body temperature might have been hot. She might have been having menopause and shit. When she come onto the scene, she was already old. She looked like George Washington on a dollar bill. That's how George Bush quit doing cocaine. He thought he saw his mom on the damn dollar bill. Barbara's the one. That's who he saw. The second Bush, he was doing cocaine when he was young, and he saw his mom on the dollar bill, and that's what got him stopped. I have never heard a man in my life say any of the Bush women were hot. Maybe the Anheuser-Busch chicks or the Bush girls or something like that, but the ones that the presidents were married to.
Compared to all the other ones.
I don't know.
Look them up. They're pretty ugly ones.
See, they're all saying they'd rather have the sexy man, a wild man, keep it clean. So, I have a funny question for you guys. Just to,
I don't know
Even if it didn't happen, I hope it puts the image in your head. Anybody got a funny story they want to share about walking in on their mom and dad?
Oh God.
Never happened to me, but I'm just saying, like,
I've heard them. I ain't walking
Ty walked in on me and his mom one time.
I remember hearing
And he was grown too. Well, not grown, but he was like 17. Should have knocked.
Yeah.
Check out early Laura pics.
I'm gonna have
to go
to look.
Now Sarah Palin would have got to be. What was she run for vice president? Sarah. I mean, I don't like.
Erica walked in on her mom when she was 8.
Oh, Erica, when you get down here, Erica's coming to visit. Erica, I want details. I want you to tell me all about it. And if you struggle with it, if you're struggling with it, we'll talk about it. I'll get you. I can be therapeutic. I want to be entertained by the story, and then I can give her therapy.
Why do you want to know about people walking in Paris?
Because that's got to be the most awkward thing ever. It never happened to me, but did it happen to you, Kenny?
No, I heard them.
Oh, yeah. See, like, nobody wants. My mom's only done it once anyway, so.
Okay.
Like,
Good time he was made, right?
yeah, like clearly, like my mom's only. There's just me, so my mom only did it one time.
Why would she want to do it anymore? Yeah.
Eric says the scariest day of her life. Oh, like I got so many questions, Eric. I can't wait to
I
talk
would
to you.
drink Sarah's Palin's bathwater too.
What?
I ain't saying I would drink her bathwater.
Billy Ray said that.
Oh, Billy, let's slow down on drinking the bathwater. But like, she's hey, what about she's like the most far right Democrat, that Tulsi Gabbard chick from Hawaii, the senator. Well, she's kind of
yeah.
Hey.
That green was a crazy one.
She's pretty hot.
Who else?
She is.
Hey, let me tell you who else that, like, it was like, man, all y'all was watching the Johnny Depp trial to see what kind of crazy shit they were going to say that day. I was watching for Johnny Depp's lawyer. Bang, oh, yeah.
Somebody would have to listen to their parents argue about having sex. One wanted it, the other one didn't.
Oh.
She'd hear them all the time.
Was it the daddy?
Who? Dad wanted it.
Yeah,
Had to be Dad. Like, that had to be Dad.
Tell us who wanted it.
That had to be Dad, won't it? God, I wish we could call them and talk to them about it. Ask their parents. I'm talking about the parents. Call the parents and be like, did you really argue about sex? Why didn't you give him some? Man, I think I almost walked in on my grandparents one time when I was like 5. And man, my grandpa was like we were so tight when I was little, and he used to do the coolest thing for me, Kenny. He'd go like on Saturday, we'd ride to the store, he'd let me pick out cereal. I mean, I wasn't buying the cereal what it tastes like. I was buying what the prize was. Then he'd come home and he'd always get a big bowl out and pour all the cereal into the bowl and find the prize and dig it out for me because it'd be in the bottom, and then pour all the cereal back in the box. But they'd been to the Moose Lodge one night. I don't remember what I was doing. I come in and I don't think they knew I was there. I don't remember exactly, but I just know my grandma. They were standing in the kitchen. My grandma had a bra on. Grandma, I'm sorry for talking about this. She's gonna get me, but yeah, like I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all I saw. And no, I know they never slept in the bed together. So they had 4 kids. I think they probably did it like 4 times.
I never seen my grandpa
Mom didn't want it.
sleep together.
But Grandpa wasn't no joke
You know,
either. I can see why Grandpa like he only got it 4 times.
Oh.
Grandpa wasn't no joke. It was the real deal.
How you see that one?
Man, I was a kid. I remember my grandpa, but it was like.
She says it was her mom who didn't want it.
Oh, hell. Well, of course.
Mama was all dried up inside. Daddy was angry. We could write a country song about that.
That's trash.
I wish I got to get me a guitar, Kenny, for just moments like this. We could.
You know
Who
what
is it?
I'm saying?
Who's her name? I'm sorry that you had to deal with that, but we're gonna have some fun with it. I wish we could do a country song about it right now. Mama wouldn't give it up, but Dad still tried.
Grandpa Anaconda.
Yeah.
Rick.
That is a good one. Who did that one?
It probably runs in the family.
Eric, just Rick.
It probably runs in the family, adamantly.
What every generation skips?
Erica.
Well, then I would be the next generation that has been skipped on the grandson.
Poor Tyler.
He tries to debate me about it, actually. So, yeah, you guys learned a little bit of stuff about Pete tonight, huh? So, yeah, this was really all about the day. Like, I've literally I've been for like a month straight or more from 7, 8 o'clock in the morning to a 12 or 1 at night. Every single day, not getting my daily nap in like I usually get. Like, I've been putting it in, and we finally got a day off. And that's what I dealt with. I done a lot of walking on a stump toe. Damn near died on the highway. Sat on a comfortable spot for the whole show that I paid a lot to see. Maybe not enjoy the show as much. I didn't like the opening act. What's that? Oh, my ceiling fucking caved in on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I need, you know what? I actually recorded that. I should post that as a reel.
Yeah.
I should post make a video about like how's this for a shitty morning?
You didn't give up though. I mean, you.
I hadn't fixed it yet. It's over there. See?
Oh, it's over. Oh, I thought it was right here.
Tiffany Rose said she didn't. Is that the one that Mama wouldn't give it up? Is Tiffany, are you loose? I'm just kidding. She says, I'm glad you didn't take after your mom. I bet your husband or boyfriend is really happy that you didn't take after your mom, too. Just saying. I bet he is.
Was she wild?
Who?
What's she saying?
She doesn't take after
She just
her
said she didn't take
mom.
after her mom, so she don't say no.
Oh.
I would imagine most of the people sitting here watching this are not the kind of people that say no to stuff like that.
I mean, there's some things she said no to.
Huh?
Always don't say no. Forever.
Man, this says in the Bible, if you're a Christian, the woman is not supposed to turn the man down if you're married. I'm pretty sure, under no circumstances. I think he's allowed to turn her down,
Okay.
but
You're right.
You're right.
is it? Don't it say that?
I don't know.
I hadn't read that
You
page.
should obey.
I'm not. I think I'm like 3 or 4
Follow,
pages.
yeah.
I think I'm like 3 or 4 pages before that section. I'm almost to it.
Okay.
The lightning just struck.
Is that the first time you read?
I've not read it, kid.
You never tried to read the Bible?
No.
I tried to. I like the movies.
Remember Finding Jesus on CNN where they had they made it look like Jesus and Lazarus might have been gay. Lazarus' sisters were smoking hot. Like girls didn't look like that back then. They had big old fake titties and stuff.
I did.
No, you
I had
didn't.
to be a beautiful girl back then. Okay. Slaving.
But yeah, I remember watching that. They had the dude that was playing Jesus, that young dude, he had the good abs and stuff. I can't remember who that actor. That's all I don't think he played.
Abs.
Yeah, it's always like Jesus had the abs, man. You ain't never seen them in the pictures? The man did his sit-ups. Can you imagine being Jesus' mom and dad at bath time? Just saying. My man can walk on water. What you gonna do? You keep pushing in it.
Yeah, how does that work? Oh, wait, so like, I guess.
Jesus, get in the water. No. Get in the fucking water.
They only work at
No.
certain times? Or?
Huh?
water thing?
I don't know.
Because you walk on water all the time. Or just that time.
That's a good question. Kenny said, could he walk on water all the time, or was it just that one time? That's a great question, Kenny.
I've always got trying a stupid question.
No, well, you could.
I seen Richard Pryor walk on water. Have you not seen that movie, The Toy?
Oh.
When he goes into the piranha, the kid's like, hey, there's piranha in there. And he runs out of the water, right across the top of it. I've seen it. I've seen the TLC video, water don't go chase the waterfalls. They're literally standing on top of the water.
Yeah.
Apparently Jesus is not the only water walker.
Yeah.
Chris Angel could probably do it.
Yeah. True.
All right, so I won't. I'll lead off to the religious stuff.
He left.
Yeah, me alia. Like, I don't know, man. Most religions, the way I see most religions, the way I believe you're supposed to treat people good, treat people how you want to be treated, be a nice person. But most religions, in fact, all of them are designed to give you peace of mind about what happens when you die. That's what religion, because most of, probably 95% of the people's biggest fear would be death, and it's peace of mind about what's going to happen.
Nobody knows.
And I got an ex, the church she goes to, they're like one Sunday short of holding snakes. And the thing about it is she was very scared. She was very scared of dying. I knew she was. And if the Scientologists would have got to her first, that bitch would be waiting on a spaceship right now. You know, just there's people out there, like a lot of religions take advantage of people's gullibleness, I guess. Is gullibleness a word?
Well,
naiveness.
Yeah.
You know, like they're, you know, like I don't want to say nothing about the Mormons or anything, but man, John Smith was full of shit. Like that's fucking.
That's some crazy shit.
Yeah, you know, like y'all got some weird like if there's anybody from Utah watching, I'm sorry.
The other one, yeah. Both of them are out.
Yeah, which one?
The other one.
Latter-day Saints?
What's the one with Tom Cruise?
Scientologists.
Yeah, that's the one.
Latter-day Saints is Mormons, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they both fucked up.
Oh, the Scientologists they're out there. They're out there real bad. They think.
I mean, everybody gotta be happy,
But you know what? You got to give it up to L. Ron Hubbard. It's 1958. They're like the first real weed smokers before, except for Ray Charles and some of the people that, you know, played in music. They raised them smoking weed way back in the day. But so L. Ron Hubbard's sitting there. It's like the late 50s, I think is when it was. They're in San Francisco is where he was at. And he's sitting there. He's smoking a joint. No, it is probably smoking some old Mexican dirt weed. But anyway, they're sitting there smoking. They're getting high. They're all hippies and stuff. And he's like, check this out, guys. I'm going to start a religion. And they're like, really, Elron? What's up with your religion? Like, well, you got to believe this and believe that. Everybody, you got to give me all your shit. And you got to join in. You got to believe 100%. And if your family don't believe, you got to tell them to fuck off. Elron, ain't nobody going to buy into that. Oh, yeah. Well, what happens when you die, Elron? Check this show. Motherfucking spaceship's going to come and get you.
You get your own planet?
A spaceship's going to come and get you, says Elron. And they're like, really? Elron, that ain't never going to work. And meanwhile, I'm pretty sure they got the Church of Scientology is worth about $30 trillion or $30 billion or something. It's a lot of money they're worth. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a Scientology church, like the one in South Beach in Miami. Like, if it wasn't a Scientology building and I lived in Miami, I would live in that building. Like, I wouldn't live there with the Scientology people. They're crazy. Somebody used to be before they had a transplant. No, I'm not scared of it either, Rose. Actually, I got questions when I get on the other side. I need answers. I have answers, and I know exactly where Kenny's coming from when he talks about what he's talking about. I'm not even going to elaborate on it, but I completely agree with Kenny, and in fact, that's going to be one of my questions as well. Like, there's just certain things I don't understand, and I think maybe I feel like I'm an enlightened person, so I feel like I need an explanation. And I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody by saying that, but some shit just don't make sense.
I can't wait to do that.
Yeah, like, you know.
I mean, I don't want to die, but I hope I'll be able to get some questions afterwards.
Oh my gosh, Sharon Weber is a Latter-day Saint, but I still enjoy your show. Okay, I know what a Mormon is, and I know the Mormons and Latter-day Saints. I wasn't trying to offend you, but I still say John Smith was wrong. Sharon, I'm sorry. I'm just having fun. We're just having fun with this.
Ain't nobody wrong. Yeah.
Somebody said I don't have the sense I was born with. I was born butt naked. I didn't have no money on me.
But you can't be wrong no matter what you believe.
Yes, you can.
You don't know.
I know okay, Kenny said you can't be wrong no matter what you believe. That's bullshit. The Scientologists are wrong. Ain't no spaceship coming to get us. Maybe, but probably not.
They could be right.
Okay, so she agrees about the John Smith stuff. Well, no, that's not Sharon. I hope Sharon's still here. I hope I didn't make her mad. I wasn't trying to do that. It just don't make no sense. Did I say it right? It don't make no sense. I don't think Bethlehem was in Jackson, Missouri. I just don't think that. Moses was burning a bush. All right, LOL. He parted the Red Sea. I think that was a mescaline kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. People's been getting high since the beginning of time. They was all messed up. They were what is it, peyote or something comes out. This is the Middle East. This is the desert. They got cactus.
But why all this shit happened back then? Nothing happens now.
I don't know. Have you ever heard about the people that go, it's in South America, that frog that people lick to get high? Who was the one that thought of that? Like, hey, Holmes, see this frog? I'm going to lick it. I'm going to get fucked up. I don't know, but apparently it might make you...
Maybe it was accidental.
Have you ever heard of DMT? Do you know a lot of, successful people have done DMT? And I don't think I would do it personally. I don't know what you guys know about it, but it feels like it lasts for hours, but only lasts for just a few minutes. But people come out of it like I've seen a lot of very successful people come out of it and speak nothing but raving about it. And it's yeah, but it's not like a, I don't know. It's not it's not addictive or something. I don't know. I know there's people that microdose LSD that basically walk. Ron White, I seen him on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about he had been microdosing LSD from his doctor somehow. Bro, you're walking around on a low dose of acid all the time? Are you kidding me? Man, I can't do that. I got shit to do. It may help out, but I got stuff to do.
I want some shit.
I ain't got time to be sitting there and giggling all day.
Far away country and him tripping out, man. They come out of new people. Yeah.
I don't know. Is anybody here? You guys, do you know? Have you done DMT?
That's a whole good.
Rose wants to get off the religion. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
She said religion. We'll get off the religion.
That's not you.
I don't know who made the first meds. I don't know. We're not talking about religion anymore. Yeah, there's a frog. It's in South America. It's some kind of something tree frog, I think. It's a little bitty frog, and they take it and you lick its stomach or something like that, and it is. I know Mike Tyson's done it. I've seen him talk about it. But that's that's not like doing the DMT. That's a whole nother, that's a serious. Yeah.
They go into therapy now.
Maybe so. I don't have anything scheduled before then. I'm gonna do some videos. And I've got some old videos I'm gonna kind of rework and post them on here. Hope you guys enjoy this. But I do have, and I will be videoing. I'm actually probably going to try to talk Alyssa into going with me to actually video and give me a good quality video, because I'm doing my first show No monkeys involved. It's just me talking about stuff for about, I think it's going to be like a 30 to 45 minute set. And I'm going to video it and we'll see if it's funny. The good news is I'm getting paid for it. So it don't really matter if I'm that funny or not, but I want to be. I want to entertain everybody. Probably going to ruin some relationships, but not with me, because I'm going to tell. I tell people the truth with my comedy. I will speak the truth. Like I was embarrassed about Monica as an American man. He could have picked a hotter girl. I'm just saying. He's the leader of the free world, Kenny.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He should have picked the room. I'm sure he had more.
Yeah, but that's the one you get caught with. When you get caught cheating on your girl, it's called. And this is something that I heard Chris Rock say years ago, but it's called fucking up. If you're gonna cheat on your girl, don't never get caught cheating with a girl that's less attractive than the girl you're with. That's a bad idea. Like, always make sure she looks better than the girl you're with if you're gonna cheat, or vice versa. I guess that would work with you. Women, if you're going to cheat on your husband, make sure it's with a dashing, good-looking pool guy. That makes men feel real secure. So we have a pool guy ourselves. He was, I told him the other day he come out he was showing us some stuff about the pool. And I was like, sometime when you're out, I want to hear some of the pool guy stories. I was like, I might want to come work with you a couple days a week. Just to work on my tan, Kenny. Just to work on my tan. Kenny don't believe that I have, I can't say it on here, the page that the personal, like, it's not a Facebook page, it's not an Instagram page.
I don't think you do.
It's not. I do. I'm ranked number 9 all time.
That's what we get when you're shy. You won't do it.
Yes, I will.
I'm trying to read.
I will.
She won't lie.
Kenny, I will switch over to that account right now and take the shower pot in the bathroom.
I believe you, okay? Whatever you do in your time.
Ditto. Do we want to talk, like, me and Kenny's been debating on something for years and years and years.
You won't be over that.
You want me to add? You want me to expose it, Kenny?
Okay.
It's 2 guys and 1 girl. Is that gay for 2 guys? Just a question.
Let's hear it from him. That's it, plain.
I think it's disgusting.
Is it gay, though?
It's got to be a little bit.
If you don't touch the guy.
That's what y'all always say. The guys that'll do something like that, as long as y'all don't touch each other. Well, what if you make eye contact?
Well, you don't do that. And you be going.
Now, I know. Hey, now I know 2 girls and 1 guy is different, and I think that's much more acceptable.
Well,
And it's a double standard. Don't blame me because double standards exist. I didn't invent them.
I do not want.
Double standards are what they are.
But if it comes down to it, I am.
And a lot of girls will say, "Oh, that's every guy's dream to have 2 girls." Man, what the fuck ever? That's a reality. That shit could happen. Maybe it has. I'm not gonna say I'll plead the 5th. But I always say, if you're gonna dream big. I want like 7 women at one time.
That's your man.
John, give me one of the little blue. Like that one time, I'll take that blue pill. We'll just see what happens. I think I can knock 7 of them out the park in one night, Kenny. In one night, knock 7 of them out the park.
I won't say what I'm saying because you think I'll be wanting to watch him, but.
Somebody said I sound like her husband. Judy, is your husband trying to talk you into something freaky? Rose, I didn't think you would participate in anything like that. You don't have the name for it. No, not 7 wives. Not 7 wives. No, we're just talking about like a one night thing, right?
That'd be rough to have 7 wives.
Yeah, if you're going to dream big. Like I said, like.
But do they think it's gay?
Mm-hmm.
Do they?
Yeah. Everybody
Really?
knows. I think so.
Yeah, they were all saying.
You know, on my old YouTube channel, One Question Daily, I did that as a One Question Daily, and I would always ask people to get their opinion and stuff. I was really surprised at how many of my guy friends was down with that. I was like, really? I was like, I had no idea I had so many gay friends. Like, I don't have a problem with it. To each, like, I don't judge people for. I don't care what you do in your bedroom. Just like Bill Clinton and Hillary, what you do in your bedroom is your business. I don't care. Don't bother me as long as I don't have to see it, be a part of it, or walk in.
So what are you saying? That if I go out with a girl and a guy, they want to have sex, I'm going to make sense of the weed. I'm going to go, no, that's gay, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and dance off.
If you do what you got to do.
Everybody else can say that. That's gay.
I'm not, if I got put in that proposition, I'd be like, look here, you can have that, you can have this, but you can't have both.
Well, yeah, but if I go pussy out like that,
You know.
I ain't gonna.
Like, man, like when I say I don't care what people do, well, I'm not talking about sexually stuff. I'm talking about in general life. That's the problem in America is we've become a very oversensitive country.
Yeah.
We have people that want to push everybody to the left. We have a small percentage that want to push everybody to the right. And the sooner that the 80% of us in the middle would realize that these 10% over here are full of shit and that 10% over there are full of shit and us 75 to 80% in the middle all pretty much want the same thing, man, we'll be better off. Do away with political parties. Yeah, political parties got to go.
Come down what TV show what TV channel you want.
Yeah. But I think that I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. It depends on what we're talking about. That's how I'm going to vote. How it affects me, my family, somebody I care about. Like, that's how I feel about stuff. I don't think there should be politicians. Like, political parties suck.
Yeah. They're all full of shit.
That's just, you got, like I said, both sides. There's extreme people for whatever they may believe on both sides of it. I don't agree with any of them when they get that extreme, but I think that everybody should just meet in the middle. If they would realize that, we'd be a lot better off.
Oh, pack of lies. I don't like politics.
Oh, Rose, Rose is making me blush.
What's
She
she
said
saying?
she wants to know herself.
What's she saying?
Yep. That either side you go to, you're exactly right, Angela. So yeah, I don't do political parties at all. That's why you guys never hear me talk about politics really on any of my videos ever.
Yeah, you can't talk about nobody.
Like, trust me, like there's politicians that, like, I want to make fun of Joe Biden falling off the bicycle real bad. Like, I really want to make fun of that. But I don't want people to say, oh, you're a Trump supporter or whatever. Like,
He could ride bicycle.
He probably could. He probably could.
Oh, he can.
He hit a golf, man. The dude's like a scratch golfer. That means he averages like par. He wouldn't win, but he could play. Trump could competitively play on the senior tour.
Yeah.
He's a scratch dude. He owns a golf course. He's a scratch golfer. He shoots par.
He cheats all the time.
Well, he might, but I don't know. He shoots. He like the people that play with him.
Really?
Like so.
Oh,
A lot of people didn't realize this. That's why he likes to do business on the golf course. Have you guys ever heard of the behind the desk concept? So the person when you're in the real world and you're having a meeting or whatever it is with somebody, the person that's behind the desk always feels more powerful than the person on the other side of the desk. It's the behind the desk concept. Well, Trump's a really good golfer. He's a lot better than the average golfer. So if he's going to talk business with you, he wants to get you out on the golf course and woo you with his golf game, because it's kind of like being behind the desk. He's shifted the power into his way. He's more likely to get his way in business like that. I know that sounds crazy, but like if you really think about it, I'm right. Yeah, people get over. Oh God, everybody gets offended too easily. Everybody does, except I don't. But
I don't give a shit no more. I used to get offended big time. I get angry about shit when I was about 20. About 78. Why you get pissed off?
yeah, I just don't. I'm not angry like that. I don't let stuff bother me.
I guess when you're young, you try to.
I think when he fell off the bike, I think he thought one of the Secret Service guys was going to hold him up, because, like, I hope he didn't just forget to put his foot down, because it didn't look like he was struggling to get it out of the pedal. I don't know.
I heard about it.
You know, like I fell on the stairs before. I ain't never fell walking. I ain't never fell walking up the stairs.
You don't have a camera at you all the time seeing it. What about all those times you stubbed your toe with a camera?
I should put a camera down there, and every time I step like it motion sensor. I got a little the one I put on the monkey sometimes when I'm not in there. I can put it'll start up and it'll throw the light on every time we can watch it in slow motion. Watch my toe bend. You're here like, oh shit, because it's slow motion. So I bumped my toe.
What war Russia? I can't believe Russia can't beat Ukraine.
Ukraine's giving them the business right now.
I know. Scott been telling me he's all about shit like that.
Yeah, they've been giving the business.
But what gets me how slack the Russian army is. Everybody got their big daddy,
You know, all their stuff is like older than I am.
I know.
It's not very old. I mean, it's like from 30 years ago. All their stuff's from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like 30 years old. A little bit
And
over
the
30.
stuff they made, they don't put all the money into it. Ukraine is all of them. Not all of them,
Somebody said they almost got in a fight because they said Trump brushed his hair in complete darkness.
Trump's my favorite comedian.
He definitely probably shouldn't have been. After that, he probably shouldn't have been on the bicycle. I'm just saying.
How old is he now?
Trump or Biden?
Biden.
Like 96?
No, how old is he? He's like 70.
Man, have you guys seen the last Cat Williams stand up? It was after Biden was president, where he's talking about who's got a great granddad. Like, you don't put him in charge of shit.
Yeah. He is too old.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he should be about under 70 years old.
But this is what sucks about it in this country, that we've come so far as a country, the things we've accomplished more than any country ever in the history of countries. We've done in 400 years what we've done, and now it's getting to the point where like we've done all these amazing things and invented all these amazing things and started all this amazing stuff, and we can't even fucking get along with each other. It sucks.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
But some
Live for the day, take care of the people that you care about and you love, and
freedom of
make sure you tell them that you
the
love them every
freedom
day.
we have makes So many people do have their own opinion
Yeah.
and way of life, I guess.
Would you trade the arms dealer to have Brittany Griner back on the U.S. basketball team?
What?
That's what the United States actually offered. We have a arms dealer, Russian arms dealer, big.
Yeah,
deal.
I remember that.
And they were gonna trade. They was like, we'll let him
I
out
would.
for her. Really?
A little bit of weed, she couldn't spend 15
Man, okay,
years
I know it's a
around.
little bit of weed, but she went to another country. When you go to another country,
right.
you should check the laws there.
You're right about that.
If she was in the United States, I'd say that's some bullshit. But she was in another country, she shouldn't have done it. You know, that's what the law is there. I'm pretty sure they even said if it was a citizen that lived there, they would get the same punishment. So it ain't like she's being unfairly done. If I was in charge of it, I'd make the bitch play basketball for us. Like, take your 6'9" ass out there and dunk on the world for Mother Russia.
She, I think she's a supporter. Because about Ukraine, he's holding out.
It sucks that there's a war between two countries that could drag NATO into it, and the pivotal piece of the puzzle is Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Like, come on, man. Yeah, I seen the jacket video. That was pretty funny. Biden was trying to put his jacket on. It was.
Oh.
Then his wife tried to help him, and it wasn't good.
Getting too old.
It wasn't a good look. It wasn't a good look at all. Like it, you know what a lightweight drinker I am. For me to not be able to get dressed like that, we're talking like 15, 16 beers. And I don't even know if I can drink 15 or 16 beers. I might could, Kenny.
No,
I'd probably die the next day or want
You
to,
want to drink more than 2. How many make you drink? About 3, 4? I don't think I could get 4.
but I could still drink a 12-pack.
Shit.
If we was playing horseshoes or something like that,
You drinking forever.
I don't care. If we was doing something, cornhole or horseshoes or something like that, I could dust 12 beers. Oh, I'm gonna pay the price for it for a couple of days. I'm gonna throw up and I'm gonna have the worst headache ever. But I think I
I don't think so.
it was saying something about the Wi-Fi. It's slow ass Wi-Fi. All right, guys. So this has been pretty fun. So you guys got to hear about the day I went to see Ron White and some other stuff. Just kind of hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It's fun to hang out with you. I was hoping we'd have more. Well, I think we're up to about 40 people, but they got to hear the. It wasn't really. It was the month. It was the whole month leading up to it, and we finally got a day to take a break and chill and just relax. I didn't have to worry about the monkeys. Everything was taken care of for the day, and man, it was just a. But you know what? You know what the best thing about that? Let me tell you the very best thing about that day. The very best thing. I didn't die on the interstate. But yeah, when I after I got home and was reflecting on what a crazy day it had been and a long day it had been, and then I stumped my toe going back to bed. Motherfucker.
That is funny.
Yeah.
There'll be days like this.
All right, so definitely keep sharing these videos that I post on here, guys. I have to hit thresholds. Once I hit thresholds, I'll do a lot more stuff like this. I love doing videos with the monkeys. That's my number one thing, and I'm gonna keep bringing that to you guys. I have a lot of loyal Monkey Boo fans and Monkey Happy fans, Monkey Meal fans, and we love you guys. But like, there's a different side. I feel like there's things I can bring to you to entertain and maybe make you laugh, and maybe I might teach you some stuff about something, and by you guys interacting and watching and replying back, I might learn something from you guys. That's pretty cool. But the main thing is to make everybody laugh. So let's give everybody a task for tomorrow. That's going to be fun. You have to say something to a stranger tomorrow. But it has to be nice, but kind of weird. All right, so tomorrow you have to look seductively at a stranger. You can be a stranger that you find attractive and just go, hey. Just make that, just give them that eye contact for him, be like, hey. And then walk away, look away. But make the eye contact, then say, hey.
Tell us what happened.
Then walk away. And leave a comment and tell me how that worked out for you. Just say hey to someone. All right, guys. So everybody have a great night. This was fun hanging out. It is 1:30 in the morning. I have been live on Facebook for about, I don't know, like a few hours now, since like 9:30, 10 o'clock. So we're jumping off of here. This was fun. Congratulations to all the winners that was over there with Monkey Boo tonight. And we will be live on the Monkey Pages tomorrow. You guys, happy Friday Eve. Today's Tuesday, isn't it?
Wednesday.
No, it's not. Today's Tuesday.
Thursday. Hey, for what day is it?
It's Wednesday. But now it's Thursday. Oh, wait. What is it? Wednesday.
Fuck me.
Wow, you don't know.
How in the hell is it Thursday already? In the morning. It'll be Thursday in the morning. Wait a minute.
Y'all been.
Monday. Man, this week has went by so fast. Hold on a minute. Did I miss a day? The way I lay down at like 5 in the evening on Monday or something and wake up Tuesday afternoon? Like, I have thought it was Tuesday all day long.
Wow. 2 days, right?
Tomorrow's Thursday. In the morning it's Thursday. Like after I go to sleep, wake up, it'll be Thursday.
Yeah. All day.
Well, I just lost a day. Hey, somebody's having Puff Puff past Thursday. I'm going to their house.
All right. We'll be there.
Yep, it is Thursday now. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. You guys are awesome. Everybody, good night. Good night. Kenny said good night. Erica's laughing about me missing 2 days. Erica, you know how busy I've been. And what about my toe? What about my toes?
You got a toe cushion.
I got a toe cushion. They need to make like an infomercial. Do you bump your toes at 3 in the morning when you get up? Buy my new My Pillow bed cover. I'm Mike Lindell, and I used to smoke crack, but buy my bed cover. Do you ever stump the shit out of your toe? I used to too. Till I went and found the softest material in the goddamn planet. Yep, Mike Lindell needs to come up with the my bed frame freaking cushion to keep you. Let's invent something and take that shit to Shark Tank.
Have you ever stubbed your toe?
Do you ever stump your toe continuously? Buy my toe pillow. All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Yeah, I missed a day. I'm a day behind, but how is it going to be Thursday? What happened to Tuesday or Wednesday? Like, actually, I knew today was Tuesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
I'm perplexed.
You got a whole day.
That's some trippy
What
ass.
did you do Tuesday? On Wednesday?
I don't know. Apparently not as much as I thought I did.
What kind of answer y'all got? Damn. Come over here more often.
I'm really confused. Like all day long I thought it was Tuesday.
Oh.
All right. All right, so guys, be checking the Monkeys YouTube channels. We got new Monkey Woo videos. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Pete Moss Show. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, at Pete Moss Show. Yeah, that's it. Go give me a follow on there.
Happy Wednesday.
Huh?
Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, you guys have a great Wednesday. I'll see y'all on Thursday. Well, wait, y'all have a good Thursday. I got to have my Wednesday tomorrow, and I got to double down and wrap it into Thursday. So I'll catch up with y'all tomorrow night. It'll be Thursday again. Yes, it was definitely my toe. All right, everybody have a good night. You were cracking Sarah up, laughing in the background, Kenny. I'll take Kenny to my comedy show with me. If I got him sitting down front, if I get Kenny laughing, I know I'm doing good. So
It does take some good stuff like that.
yeah, wait till I cut loose with the stuff that I've written. This is just playing around. Just playing around tonight. We'll have to bring the mothers into it next time. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, have a great night. Time for me to get some sleep.
I know I can't believe it.
All right, see you guys. Peace out. Thank you for watching.
Mhm.
Don't forget to hit the like and follow and all that good stuff. Good night, Judy, Sarah, Judy,
Peace out.
Justrick. Is it Justrick? Oh, it's Justrick. All right, good night, everybody. Peace.